Pratha wants to know what would be the best way to organically increase followers and exposure on social media?
Yes, we get this question so much. And really, to be able to do this organically, it's going to take time and it's going to take great content. So, great content is, we have some people who only post pictures, they don't incorporate video, they don't incorporate, things that would really catch people's attention. And so what we say there is, make sure that your content is good. That's how you're going to attract the followers. Good content, and then also commenting and, liking and sharing other people's content is a great way to increase your followers as well. Maybe adding something to a discussion on social media, making a comment, getting yourself noticed. So those are the top ways that I would say you can do that.
Yeah. I would also add consistency, because if you
Yes, brilliant.
post on a regular basis, like if you have a timeline for that, you'll see a following. And I am not, not to say that I am the marketing expert, but I will give a nerdy example. Back in the day, I know I look young, but it's not the case. Back in the day, when I was trying to figure out whether or not I would do a doctorate, and what the topic would be and what type of help I wanted to put out there, I started a blog. And I would have like a bunch of stories lined up, and it was just, self stories, advice, etc. And I actually used Twitter to, chime on topics to get attention to the blog. And man, oh man, I had like the Instagram situation, but, finding specific groups that are passionate about what you're passionate about. Like if you created your business based on your story, like, so I'm Haitian, I have an immigrant story. So I was able to chime in on those, first gen experiences, and attracted so many people just based on that narrative. Finding, your community, starting with that community first, people who can identify with your why. I found that to be literally the most successful approach to gaining followers and sustaining those followers, because they can relate to who you are and what's behind your infrastructure, and they want to support. Like there's so many community members that want to support local, they just don't know that you're there.
You're right, exactly. And the other thing, as you were speaking, and first of all, 30 is not old, but
we're gonna stick to 30. Okay, I'm not gonna go into.
We said that years ago. We're saying we're all 30. So, but one of the things that we tell a lot of our clients a lot of the time is look at also associations that need your services. So for example, the national meeting planners. Okay, so that they're going to be eventually having to do meetings, do planning, and it's a great time to now, while we're in COVID, make sure that they know your business and make sure that they know that your business is out there. So sending an email, getting an article in their newsletter, just approaching them to see how can you partner with them to get the word out about your business. And going to these different organizations, I think, is a great way to, even if you just ask them, hey, what do you have coming up? This is what I do. How can I fit in to what your association has planned for the next year or the next 2 years out, or whatever it is? And then they start working with you to help you out. And so national meeting planners is one. Realtors are always having events, closings, all kinds of things where food would be needed, and F&B businesses can participate. So just getting creative with the audiences that you can expose your message to, and getting new audiences, I think, is key. You may never have thought of going to the national meeting planners and finding out what they're up to, or going to the realtors or your local chapter of the National Realtor Association to find out what you can do. But these are the times that we're in. So we have to think really outside of the box to get the messages out.